Hi, Soul Tribe. It's Renee here with InsideJobHealing.com coming to you live with this week's Astro and Energy forecast. There are a lot of crazy energies. We're still dealing with the solar eclipse energies from December 4th, where we had a new moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius are our ideals and belief system. So we are questioning a lot of things and we are shifting in many, many ways. So this energy is going to stay with us for several months until 6 months at least for the next solar eclipse. But essentially what these energies are ushering in is new karmic beginnings. Anytime you hear karmic, it refers to our karma, which is past lives, actions that we've done that are coming back to revisit us. And so essentially these are really huge new beginnings because we're essentially rewriting the patterns of the past. So we might have, some of you might have moved this week. Some of you might have started a new job. Some of you might have started, a relationship with a soulmate or something like that. But just something really karmic and big, like new beginnings have started this week thanks to December 4th, and these energies will be with us for some time. So you might be feeling like a completely new human with these new energies. It's also quite destabilizing, especially if you've moved or you're starting a new job or whatever. So with the new comes endings. So when you start something new, it's almost like that Kali energy. You need to have destruction of the old. So essentially, for a new building to be built on solid foundation, we have to knock down the old building. So that's exactly what we're doing, is we are ending karmic cycles and beginning a new life that we've wanted for quite some time. And we're ramping up the energy of Saturn the Saturn and Uranus conjunction that I've been talking about all of 2021, where it's new, it's like change versus the old past, and we've been struggling to bring the new changes in. So this is a really, really big new moon energy, especially it's giving us that glimpse into the shift in the nodes that's happening in January from Sagittarius and Gemini to Scorpio and Taurus. So guys, pay attention. This week is a big deal. So having said that, with all these new beginnings, it's really exciting energy, but it's also eclipse season. And eclipse season is like you trying to learn how to surf and getting knocked down by all of these waves one after the other. So what are some of these really, really huge cosmic energy waves that we're getting hit by this week? So this week we have Jupiter square Mars. So at the beginning of the week, so Monday and Tuesday, we found ourselves frustrated or angry if we didn't utilize this energy, because Mars is the planet of war. It's a planet of action and drive and ambition. And it's squaring Jupiter, which is the planet of growth and expansion. And anytime any planet squares Jupiter, it means that there are big, it just amplifies everything. So especially at the beginning of this week, and you're going to feel the energy a little bit later in the week, we just feel like this drive and this ambition to get things done and take action. And if we don't get things done, we'll feel extremely frustrated and potentially angry. With Mars in play as well, Mars is a fire sign. And so it's very fiery. So we might be overreacting. And with Neptune having gone direct on December 1st, we're probably feeling really sensitive and overreacting. So it's really not a great combination this week. We're probably feeling tired and exhausted because everything is new. All these new energies, we're ushering this new job or a new move or a new relationship or whatever it is, or this new dynamic in our life. And then we feel exhausted because Mars is pushing us to just get things done and take action. So there is that energy of exhaustion, which you also will experience every new moon and full moon if you're sensitive to the moon energies, or if you have Cancer anywhere in your chart, because it's ruled by the moon. So something else that's going on is we're struggling in relationships to transform them. So with this energy, we are definitely starting the transformation process. We might have had, again, reactions and arguments this week with people that no longer are serving us in our life, and we need to let go of those toxic people, toxic patterns, and karmic soul contracts. We need to just let that thing, those those things go. So there's just a lot of, moving and shaking happening in our relationships because Venus, the planet, the love planet, the relationship planet, planet of money making and money and resources and self-worth, is getting ready to go officially retrograde on December 19th. And as I've mentioned in previous videos, Venus doesn't really go retrograde very often, maybe every year and a half or so, if not more. And so we've been in the pre-shadow period for a few weeks now. So now, Thanksgiving's been overshadowed by that. Christmas will be overshadowed by that. And so it's going retrograde. Venus is going retrograde from December 19th to January 29th. So this whole holiday season is going to be interesting relationship-wise and money-wise. So we shall see. Hit me up in the comments, DM me, let me know how you've experienced some of these, some of these retrograde energies. And so Venus is also conjuncting Pluto. Pluto is the planet of deep transformation, death and rebirth, psychology, and deep change. So it's a really, really powerful planet. Pluto and Mars rule Scorpio. So this is kind of, very powerful energy of transformation when it comes to our relationships, dynamics, when it comes to money making, self-worth, projects, things like that. So we have this conjunction this week, which means that we're going to start the transformation process with our relationships. So you're going to see a huge shift. Like I said, some people are on their way out. You're like, I'm done with this abusive pattern, or I'm done with this toxic pattern, or I'm done, being emotionally available to you, playing the victim and projecting your basically your shit on me. So essentially, you're going to be faced with a lot of questions and a lot of soul searching this week when it comes to relationship. Who still belongs in your life? Where do you need to clean house as far as relationships are concerned and let people go? Are you making the money that you feel like you're worthy of? Maybe you do need to up your self-esteem and maybe get a new job or do something that you love that pays you well, where you feel safe and comfortable. So a lot of us are starting to shift out of this whole fight or flight survival mode to kind of feeling more worthy, feeling safer. We are no longer playing the victim for those of us that are ascending and evolving, and taking responsibility and accountability for our actions, and speaking up and speaking our truth and sharing with people that, this is how I feel. I feel like you've treated me unfairly, and I don't think that we need to be friends anymore or be in this relationship anymore. And that's really how you're going to be able to make room for new energies and new relationships that are healthier with these new karmic beginnings with this new moon energy. Because essentially, you cannot, if you want to buy a new car, if you want to buy a white Porsche or whatever it is, you can't buy that new car if you already have an old car existing in your garage. You need to get rid of the old car in your garage in order to buy the new car. So really, this is an energy where we're cleaning house, we're letting go of the old. So it's really, it's really an energy of letting go of the past and an energy of surrendering to what's to come, because Spirit knows exactly what is in your heart's desire, what your dreams are, and you just have to be brave enough to let go of these old people patterns and situations and things that no longer serve you. So maybe doing a spring cleaning or something like that would be helpful as well, because it will really shift the energy, and maybe clearing any negative energy with some copal or sage or something like that, or an energy cleansing tool would be good. So that's kind of what's going on. Really big stuff, guys. Also, Mercury, the planet of thinking and communication and sales and marketing, all that stuff, it is squaring Neptune. And as I mentioned, Neptune is finally direct, thank God. But Neptune is the planet of murkiness and confusion, spirituality, creativity. And so when you have a planet like Mercury squaring that, it means that clarity is going to be muddled this week. So you might feel confused. And then Mars is pushing you along with Jupiter to take action, but then you're confused. And then you're meant to clean house and, get rid of people that no longer serve you in your life or have, just caused you pain and not brought you joy and unconditional love, because we're really stepping into that. We're learning how to love ourselves unconditionally, love others unconditionally, which means sometimes releasing people that no longer belong in your life. And so, but then there's some confusion around that. And so a lot of people have said, like, well, maybe just wait till December 18th until the full moon comes in order to make those decisions. But just start thinking about, like, what people and what jobs and what situations and what things and what places do I need to kind of release in order to usher in and celebrate this new chapter of my life with these new energies. So that's kind of some of the things going on is this week is just to recap, Jupiter square Mars, Venus Pluto conjunction, Mercury squaring Neptune, and also just some of the energies of the new moon are still in play. They will be with us for quite some time, but it's still fresh yet. And just I wanted to share, like, last week, there was this general feeling of peace last week, just kind of before the energies came in, because last week with this, on Saturday with December 4th, with the new moon energies and this solar eclipse, it was like you could really feel as a collective that spirit was with us, that there was a divine presence guiding us into this new chapter. And we're really in uncharted territory. So this could be a very scary time for people because they've never found themselves in this kind of situation before. They've never felt like they could love themselves or feel worthy of better things, and letting go of the old things that they settled for in the past, whether it's relationships or cars or material things or houses or jobs or places to live. It doesn't really matter, but we just find ourselves in this new chapter, this new timeline where we really feel like we are, finally worthy of something good, and we're worthy of safety, and we're worthy of not being attacked and playing the victim, and we're worthy of love for ourselves and others. So I hope that you felt that energy last week of peace, because it's really key in the manifestation process to feel like things are already done before they, show up in your life. And that's very much a Abraham Hicks manifestation teaching. So I just want to remind you of that. If you feel at peace, if you feel like you don't need anything outside of you to make you happy, and if you feel like everything's already done, spirit, God, universe, goddess is already taking care of everything. You just need to show up. You need to believe in yourself. You need to have faith. You need to feel at peace and be thankful and be grateful for the blessings in your life. So I just wanted to leave you with that, final message of feeling like you already have your heart's desire for it to really come in. And I know that Phil Good has been talking about those of us that are single, that the love of our life is coming in hopefully by early 2022. So if that is something that you are worried about or concerned about, we no longer have to go out and chase things, money, people, relationships, love, houses. We don't have to chase anything. That whole fight or flight hustler mentality, we're done with all that. We've evolved past that. It's really about being an attractor and a co-creator. And we need to stop people pleasing and living out of fear and really speaking our truth and not caring what other people think about us, and really following our bliss and following what makes us happy regardless of being judged by others. So I want to leave you with that. It's Renee Asiri with InsideJobHealing.com. I love you guys. Please like, follow, and share and comment, and make our community stronger. And as always, if you need anything, Lifestyle Reset and Thrive is my transformation program. Hit me up. The link is in the bio. I would love to help you transform your life, get into alignment, and take your power back and live your best life.